But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 33 and a first. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 18 more yards there and another first down. And this is a guy who's going to get some carries going forward. Picked up as a free agent just this past week.
How about fresh legs, right? We always talk about bringing a guy in, provides that spark and maybe a little bit of extra energy.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Rams. Jackson Smith and Jigba, 27 yards. And the Rams are on the board here first in the season opener. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Throwing on first down. Randolph. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and now it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. To throw on 3rd down, Randolph. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
First carry now for Ramondre Stevenson. And he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And that's exactly what defense is talking about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken around the 12. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Quick throw into the hands of Pittman. So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official.
Come on.
Now a give, right side. O'Neal. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. 73 yards. And the Rams are able to extend their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Randolph. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So more problems here in this 1st quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake, but I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mechie, the man in motion. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
on second down. O'Neal fights through and now a crease. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 50 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year.
Well, they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Drop 60, drop 60. Ready?
To throw on second down. Dunlap to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Ready?
Now Pittman on the end around. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Michael Pittman, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Rams are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
58 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Now this offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. O'Neal.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now a handoff up the middle. O'Neal, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own
New England with a
30-yard
first down as they begin the drive.
It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Randolph.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Here's Bryce Behringer now.
for the Patriots.
Able to fight through 1 tackle. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked.
There he goes, left side.
Inside the 10.
Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Rams are able to add on to their first half lead.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Rams 27, Patriots nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player,
and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. 75 yards.
And the Patriots are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready?
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after try forthcoming. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Rams 34, Patriots 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And you know how many times we talk about that's exactly how they drew it up, because essentially every play that's drawn up in an offensive playbook, if everyone does their job perfectly, should go for a touchdown, right? That's one that actually did. Give a little credit to those big fellows up front, too. They sprang their man for not only a big gain, but 6 points.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On first and 10, Randolph. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Rams are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin first and 10. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On second down now, O'Neal. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Let's go now.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. O'Neal. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Clark.
81 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Von Bell.
And the Rams will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? Able to throw 4 picks already, they're certainly hoping that he can turn things around and quickly.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
2nd and 10.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Off play action. Dunlap.
Finds his man. It's John Mechie.
If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Patriots 7.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down.
The sack by the linebacker, Jamin Davis.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
To throw on second down. Randolph. This will be caught. Judy. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 13-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Ramondre Stevenson.
A 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Patriots are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And the lead down to 20.
34. Patriots 14. Chad Ryland to kick off for the Patriots.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Looking to throw on second down. Dunlap. Under pressure, they got him again.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Here we go.
Here is third and quite a ways.
Looking to throw. Dunlap.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 164 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They'll run on first down. O'Neal, and he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
60 Vikings.
On second down, O'Neal. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Dragon 60.
They'll keep it on the ground. O'Neal. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And they will not be able to add on to their 20-point lead.
Wow, that qualifies as a bad miss because anything inside of 40 should be automatic. That's a big mistake right there.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Back to throw. Randolph. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now a give right side. O'Neal about 3 yards there to the 27.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Now a handoff up the middle. O'Neal, and that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the left hash, this from 39. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And they will not be able to add on to their 20-point lead. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound Brandon no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Now he's loose at the 40.
And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Open man, he completes it to Judy.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And quickly they get to the line.
That's good for the Patriots. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
On 1st down, Randolph. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he...
And it'll be intercepted.
Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Rams will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Dunlap.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Juwan Bentley there to get him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. And now they'll shift things around.
On 2nd down now, O'Neal. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Jamin Davis there to bring him down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. On 1st down, O'Neal. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Rams are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, the really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted, because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they needed. If it's 4th and 2, probably doesn't do it. Hey, he got it. Give him credit.
Yeah, but if they don't pick it up,
then you're in trouble.
Yeah, they're giving points to the other team at that stage.
Throwing on 1st down. Randolph.
That's going to be caught by Judy.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw on 2nd down. Randolph. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
From the gun on third down. Randolph. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front seven, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Randolph. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, boy, tough conditions out there. I don't know if a defender slipped or what, but he had a man wide open, and that's a bad one to miss on. They don't come a whole lot easier than that one right there.
That is caught. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Back to throw again. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. One final shot. They'll look to throw, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw, eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. And he missed it. It wouldn't have mattered. They were going to lose either way, but the game ends strangely on a missed PAT. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Rams, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for New England, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.